Today, we're going to talk about seatbelt safety. Did you know that according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than 15,000 lives are saved each year in the United States because drivers and their passengers were wearing seatbelts when they were in a road traffic crash? Also, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, an estimated 5,500 lives could be saved each year by increasing the level of safety belt use in the United States to 90%. Yet only 68% of Americans wear seatbelts. By contrast, Germany stands at 95%. Thankfully, the good news is more and more are buckling up. The percentage of people who were restrained in passenger vehicles went down 6% from 2005 to 2014. So, who came up with the idea of seatbelts anyways? According to Wikipedia, seatbelts were invented by the English engineer George Cayley in the mid-19th century. The first patent for seatbelts in America was given to New York resident Edward Claghorn, with the U.S. patent number 312085 on February 10, 1885. A neurologist also contributed to seatbelt safety standards. Dr. C. Hunter Sheldon started doing investigative research on the high number of head injuries in emergency rooms in the 1950s and made major contributions to auto safety standards with the innovative design of the retractable seatbelt. Seatbelt design went through several phases before the invention of the current three-point seatbelt. Inventor Nils Bohlin of Sweden became instrumental in automotive safety feature design. Saab was the first to introduce Nils Bohlin's design as standard in 1958, and later they were included in Volvo's standard safety equipment started in 1959. After that, seatbelts became standard safety equipment in most passenger vehicles. The current three-point seatbelt design, invented by Roger Griswold and Hugh DeHaven, Griswold and DeHaven were given U.S. patent number 2710649 in 1955 for their seatbelt design. But it wasn't until 15 years later that the first law requiring mandatory seatbelt usage was put into place in Victoria, Australia in 1970. Many other countries followed suit shortly after. Infants and children also became included in seatbelt regulations, with new requirements for child-sized car seats and booster seats. This legislation came about after it was discovered that due to their smaller physical size, infants and children were receiving injuries that were termed seatbelt syndrome. Seatbelt syndrome included injuries to the intestines, diaphragms, as well as the head and spinal injuries. Now, some people might get angry at seatbelt laws as an unwarranted interference of their personal freedoms. But for those of us who are interested in living, seatbelts are the best thing since sliced bread. Wait. Otto Frederick Rauwetter of Davenport, Iowa, invented the first loaf-at-a-time slice bread making machine in 1928. So I guess sliced bread is the best thing since seatbelts, huh? In any case, the next time you or someone you know buckles up that old seatbelt, you can thank George Cayley and those who came after him. Heck, he could save mine and your lives on the way home from work today. Just saying.